and we've talked in the past, and I just told you before we jumped on here. I mean, happier at home is on my short list, right? So clinic was one, and some of the there's a couple other things that we're doing here internally, but it's on my short list to get in there because now we have built this foundation of collaboration and
Yeah.
trust in the community. And I'm also a believer in you get what you pay for. And so if there's something that costs a little bit more or whatever, but they have a streamlined process. I mean, why did all
Hmm.
these pharmacy groups out there that had turnkey processes were so successful? And it's because they had turnkey processes.
Right.
And you
I
have
made
to
the
utilize.
mistakes in the beginning myself, you know,
Exactly. You
way back
have to
when.
utilize those. You can't go off and do everything on your own. And you also can't think that everybody's out to get you. And pharmacists are pessimistic by trade, they're perfectionists by trade, and they're problem solvers by trade.
Right.
So
They're evidence-based by trade. So they
they're
want
evidence
evidence to
based.
base it
Yeah.
off.
I want to see that. What are you talking about? Show
Prove
me
it.
evidence, right?
Prove it.
And the people I talk to, they come to me and they're like, "Oh my gosh, you're so real, and you're just so comfortable to talk to." And it's because I have to tell them, like, look, you can't do that in the pharmacy world. You have to take a chance. You have to be vulnerable. Vulnerability in the pharmacy world as an owner is key. Like, what is your end goal? We've talked about that, but with a patient, it's to make them better. Well, how are you going to do that? Okay, you're going to have to go into the gray area. Are you going to have to call the board? Are you going to have to call a doctor? You're going to have to show up at a doctor's house, text a doctor to get like
Yeah.
you have to step outside your comfort zone. And the ones that are doing that are really pushing the envelope. They're thriving in a market right now that's exhausted. Like, we're an exhausted market, and so
Yeah.
we have to utilize our tools that we have. And thank goodness for people like you around here that are helping us do that for sure.
Thank you so